guys. Today is the day when I'm going to talk about myself and how and why I ended up here in Canada, how long I've been living here and why, and what's it like. And I decided to do so in English because I believe you guys haven't had the chance to hear me really talk in English. So I'm here because 5 years ago I was living in Budapest in the first district, and I met a guy who is Canadian and who was living there at the time, and he was working there. And so we decided to continue our life together. So we spent 2 years there, and then he came back here because his job assignment ended in Hungary, and he had to come back and he had to find another job, which he did. So I followed him 9 months later, and now we live here in Toronto, where he is from. And I've been here for about 2.5 years. And I have experienced a bit what this country is like, and also what it's like to live abroad for an extended period of time. So I would like to talk to you guys about how living away from Hungary changed me, and what are the things that I see very differently today. So the first thing I would like to talk about is that living abroad makes you see things from a new point of view. And most certainly it depends where you live, right? So if you are from Europe and you live in North America or you live in Asia, those are very different cultures. So you are going to experience a lot of things and see a lot of things and go through a lot of things that you haven't known before, or you may have heard about them, but now you face them in reality. So I would like to mention 3 things that I learned here, or maybe I had known them before, but I didn't pay attention. So the first thing is that people here are very conscious about the environment, and they really respect nature. I believe much more than we do today in Hungary. So they love animals. So I brought you guys this little guy who is he's a hedgehog. So he's super cute and really fluffy. Where we live, this is High Park, as you already know. And there are squirrels here and birds and a lot of pets. Most people have pets here. So they really enjoy being out in the nature, and they really enjoy the company of animals. And they do respect them a lot. So oftentimes you see, so you're driving somewhere or you're walking somewhere and you see the Canada geese crossing the road, so everyone just stops. And there are a lot of them. And there are a lot of raccoons. Raccoons are an annoyance because they like to steal from your garbage and even from your garden. So people who have their own garden, they suffer a lot because raccoons like to steal. But they still, they respect them. There are even coyotes sometimes. I haven't seen one, but they like to cross here. I believe this is their route. So they do really like animals, and not just on a day-to-day level that I like to have my dog and I like his company, or like we have a cat and I love my cat's company, but also out there when they are out there. So making sure that they take care of them, or if they see an injured wild animal, they would pick them up and call the animal services to try to help them. The second thing that I learned here is that they drink a lot of water, which may sound a bit surprising, but before I actually had a problem drinking just plain water, so tap water, because I just felt that it was kind of dull, and I couldn't really force myself to do so. So here we have a water filter. Almost everyone has one here. It's actually very basic. It's called Brita, and you just pour water into it from the tap, and it filters the water. So I just fill my water bottle, and I love this guy, so I carry it everywhere with me, which first was a little strange, but I really got used to it because it's very important to drink water, and you actually can feel it on yourself and the way you feel during the day, and do you get headaches or not, do you feel dehydrated or not. And this way that I carry my own water, and it's just from the tap here, I don't buy pop or soda anymore, which is really good because I used to, and it's really bad for you. So I really do recommend everyone to start drinking water and try to replace every other like juices and pop with just water. Most people do carry a water bottle here, almost everyone. So if you go to the gym, you don't see people drinking like sports drinks and stuff. 99% they just drink water. And the third thing that I picked up here is that people are not so judgmental about certain things, like your appearance, for example. So if I want to go somewhere in my sports gear, I just do. And I don't worry about what people think and if it's appropriate or not. Now, certainly for me, there are limits to that. So I wouldn't go to the theater in like, jeans and a sports top. Some people do, but it's because the culture here is really mixed. So people bring their own habits and their cultural background with them, and there are so many immigrants. So there's a lot of different approaches to this question. But anyway, what I want to say is that I'm not so conscious anymore about how I look and what I wear, only when it matters. So this is very liberating for me. I really enjoy that I don't have to worry about these things that much, but I still like to dress up time to time, and I still make sure that, I look decent, but I'm not that inflexible about it. The downside of this certainly is that there are a lot of people wearing all sorts of very extraordinary outfits, and you would kind of feel like staring at them, but of course you're not supposed to. So, but I do get surprised because I'm not that used to it. So I'm not that used to people having like green hair and a lot of tattoos. So I believe that living abroad or spending a longer period of time in a different culture, not what you got used to all your life, is making you see things in a different light. It just sheds a different light on things. So I think that's a really valuable thing to do. So it doesn't actually matter where you are. What matters is that you try to, look at it in a fresh way, look at things in a fresh way, and not stick to your old habits all the time. And eventually I just wanted to share something with you guys. So when I was not here and I was at home waiting for the opportunity to come over, I made a collage for my boyfriend, who is my husband right now. And I sent him this. which is a collection of our selfies of the previous years. So I think it's a pretty cool collection. I really like it, and I recommend this is actually a great Christmas gift. So all you have to do is collect all the selfies that you have, and this is a very nice gift with all the memories. So you put them together and you print the whole thing out as one huge photo, and you just frame it. And we really like this one, so I really like to make gifts instead of just buying. Once this was about how I got here, and next time I would like to talk about what I'm doing here and what I've learned, and the things that I'm experimenting with. I hope to see you guys again, and have a great day. Take care.